Hello everybody, I'm making, I have Samantha Pinkaboo6691, I have her Travelogue journal from Your Paper Pantry, the group we have over there. That's moderated by BC Doula, who is Monica Lipscomb, and Sam's is Shabby Sweet, and we're just supposed to, she wants us to interpret what Shabby Chic is. So, I have the Madeline connection. Oh, it's been a long day already. I have the Madeline collection from K&Company. And I didn't, I wish they would do more like flowers and ribbon. They don't really do ribbon, do they? They do kind of that paper ribbon, which is just goofy. But anyway, so I've got a Prima. What is this? A magnolia? Oh, alabaster flowers. And I GM'd it in black cherry. And then I'm just gonna do a few. I'm just gonna do a few flowers and throw them on the page. And what I want to do, what I have in my head for her page, what I'm gonna try to do is layer some of the paper so that I can tear it away. Like wallpaper. And here's where I got the idea. Excuse me. Last night I read Eat, Pray, Love, and then I listened to it on tape, and I really liked it. We did it for our book club, and I really liked it, and I was all excited when the movie was going to come out. And Scrubby and I go out every Wednesday, either to dinner, to a movie, or whatever, play, or whatever comes up. So here's the thing. He cannot stand Julia Roberts. Like, every time he sees her, he says, "Oh, that horsey mouth." He calls her horsey mouth. Well, and I call her that too now because that's all I hear. He's kind of swayed me. Like, she drives him so nuts that that's all I hear about when she's on TV or whatever. So, anyway, she's in every scene. And, but he said, last week he says, "Well, so are you going to go to that?" And I said, "Well, the book club we were going to go to it, but now our book club got pushed out. Plus, we just read Twilight, and we're all venomous about, we got to watch the movie. And I got the movie, the first one, so we're going to watch that at our next book club." And, like, everybody in the book club's like, "Oh, then, we read the first book, then we read the second book, then we read the third book, and now we're just like, we got to meet to see the movie." So anyways, I said, well, we were gonna go to it, and now it doesn't sound like we're gonna go to the Eat, Pray, Love. So I think that's like old news now with this Twilight thing going on with the book club. So he said, well, if you want, we can go there, kind of like a date night, we're at that age. He said, we can go there Wednesday and go see it. And I'm like, I go, wait, with horsey mouth? And he said, yeah, I don't care. Well, it was really good. It was beautiful. I would suggest and urge you to see it on the big screen. It's beautiful. They shot all on location, and they shot it in sequence of the book, which is kind of cool. Anyway, she goes to Italy first. She eats in Italy. She prays in India, and then she loves in Bali, Indonesia. So in Italy, she rents this gorgeous, gorgeous apartment or house. It's in a building. And there's this one wall that has all this wallpaper that's just peeling away. And I think it's, it's a metaphor for what her journey is going to become about. It's peeling away all these layers, kind of like an onion, just peel away until she finds the core of who she is. At least that's what I think that it's a metaphor. And why did that go black? That's weird. So anyways, I thought when I was pulling all my stuff out for the book for Sam, I thought of that wallpaper, and I thought that would be really cool to try to do. So, long story short, that's what I'm going to attempt. Okay, so I don't know why this... Did anybody watch this? Why did this turn blue? I was talking. I wonder if it's picking up. Hey, that's weird. This has a weird color on it too, like purple. Must have got something on it. Oh well. That'll just add character. I'll tell Sam I did it on purpose. Don't tell her. So anyways, go see Eat, Pray, Love. If you haven't read the book, it's really good. She's a great writer. She really just comes up with a lot of clever phrasing and metaphor. Oops, that's dark. But it's really good. And we really liked the movie. And it was beautiful. And I already said all that. So. Well, now these will look like actual petals. My flowers will look like actual real flowers because they're starting to rot. I don't know what that is. That must have been some kind of marker or something. Alright, so there's my flowers. Here's my paper. If you haven't seen this Madeline collection, I know it's not brand new, but I've been watching it and looking for it forever because it's beautiful. Oh, and you know what? I wanted to address this. Everybody, or not everybody, but a lot of times I'll hear when I do a video, somebody go, oh, poor little Matt, you know. Well, I can't. I have a huge Martha Stewart mat, but my farm table, this is an old farm table. It's so warped. It like dips down here and then up here that my whole thing became warped. And then this stays hard and it drives me nuts. So the big one was just drove me insane. So this little one isn't as, see, not as bad. Anyways, okay, so here we go. Okay, not here we go. I gotta first take this out. And I'm gonna have to break this up and video-wise or tape-wise. So, now what? Oh yeah, I wanted to do, I think I'm going to put this stuff down first. If this is a big disaster, I'm glad it's not live. Or I should say I'm glad it's not live, because if it's a big disaster, I won't have to show it. That's why everybody's telling me I should do a Ustream class, but it's like, oh my god, what if I just make this really huge, horrible mess? Which some days I think I do, and I think a lot of people think I do already. Anyways, so that's what I'm going to try. I wish somebody would make an automatic glue bottle that poked its own hole. When I had a carpet cleaner here. I wish that was Scrubby vacuuming while I'm playing, but I had a carpet cleaner here. And it made me mad because when he's supposed to, you know, we have to do steam because of the warranty on the carpet. And I don't think it cleans as well as when you do one of those rug doctor things. So anyways, he was going to put a protectant thing on it. So I go up there when I hear the thing done, and he's like, you know, ma'am. So I go up there, you know, Gallo was up there the whole time making sure he did what he was supposed to do, or so I thought. It looks like he missed a couple spots. And then I go up there and he says, oh, I'm going to do I had told him not to do the protectant because we thought that our carpet lady that sold it to us said, don't do any protectant, it has its own, blah, blah, blah. Well, you know these salesmen, of course he talked me into it, and I said, okay, well, might as well just go ahead and do the protectant thing. So, at the same time, a friend of mine stopped over, and my neighbor came over because she, like, we and the neighbors, none of us can do anything without the rest of them doing it. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't mean that in a mean way. It's like, if one's going to do it, it's like, oh, really? Well, have them come over here, you know, that kind of thing. Like, one neighbor got their gas line hooked up for natural gas for their grill. Well, we all had to do it. And then one neighbor found a grill to go in on the gas line. Well, we all had to get one. So we like keeping up with the Joneses. But it's really just about, you know, convenience kind of. So anyways, she came over to talk to the guy. Or I mean, a friend came over first to stop by, and then she came over my neighbor Nancy came over, and so I was totally distracted. We were yakking away, and the guy, he had this box in his hand and a sprayer like a exterminator or something. I swear to God, this guy walked in my office, out through the living room into the bedroom and out, and he's like, okay, there you go. And I'm like, what? And I kind of, I was so distracted, I didn't see enough to go, wait a second, that, it didn't seem like he did anything. So, and that was $90 of, it's like, well, give me the thing, I'll go through it better than that. So hopefully, I don't know if it's like through osmosis that this thing protects the carpet, but he sure didn't go like in every little nook and cranny. And so anyways, and I told my neighbor, I said, make sure you watch him when he does that and see what he does. So after he's gone, I called her and I said, well, what did he do? And she goes, what did he do? Who, what? And what did who do? And I said, the carpet guy, what did he do with that thing? And she goes, oh, geez, somebody called, I forgot to watch. And I'm like, oh. So anyways, that's how we roll here in Minnesota. We don't pay attention, that's one thing. Where'd my thing go now? Oh. Alright, so now, how am I going to do this? Okay. Try that. We'll see how this works. We'll see how this rolls. Or smushes. Okay. Well, the key is to get it on there right. Uh-oh. See? Alright, now. Oh, so here's something really cool. Okay, so a friend of mine, a fellow YouTuber, or felloween, how do you say fellow for women? Probably don't. Anyways, she has that postcard die from Sizzix. And so I just emailed her the other day and I said, do you mind if I'll pay for shipping, can I borrow it? Just to make some cuts. Because I have an idea for a Christmas card and stuff. So she mailed it up. And then I thought, because for a while I'd get on eBay and Google and try to find it. And the only place you could find it was down in New Zealand. And evidently they won't send it because I emailed them and they don't respond. So anyways, I went on eBay and there was one listed. I swear, on a stack of chipboard, there was one listed for $3.50. And I watched it and I got it last night for $20. But I'm really glad. So now I have my friends that I have to email back. So really, or email it. Yeah, I'm going to email her a die. So really I paid $20 plus the cost for her to email or to mail it to me, plus the cost to mail it back to her. So I didn't make out like a bandit on this thing, but I did get the die and I'm so excited. Okay, so I got I got this cut and I'm just getting some of the edges more sanded. And then I tore off while the glue is still a little wet, and I don't even know if that's right or not. I think